I thought I would run through everything that's in my changing bag. I am now in the nursery and I have the changing bag with me. This is the one that I took out yesterday and I haven't added or taken anything away, so it's exactly what I normally take out. The contents have pretty much stayed the same from when Kirsten was a newborn and he's now 5.5 months old. I guess when he turns 6 months we will be adding more things to do with weaning, like spoons and bowls, maybe some snacks, etc. But this is up to 6 months what I will take with me. We are still in lockdown in the UK at the moment, so it's not like we really go anywhere, but I guess even if we were going places, this is what I would take. So this is the Armani bag, and I'll just show you what's inside. My one tip would be, if you can get a bigger bag, go for it, because mine is just always jam-packed, overflowing. And we did have a rucksack one that was really good, but the handles broke. I did really like the rucksack ones, because the problem I find with these bags is they hang over the side of the pram and then they scoot down and down and down and down. Then they get caught up in the wheels, they get mud on them. I don't know if that's just me. Okay, first thing in the bag is obvious, but you'll need nappies in case you need to change the baby when you're out. I normally take about 6 or 7, but realistically you probably only need 2 or 3. At the moment we're using size 4 Sainsbury's. I put them in a little nappy bag just in case anything leaks. They have a little bit of protection, if that makes sense. I'm not very organised, so there's no organisation to this bag, so it's just going to be hand in and pull out whatever I find. A spare pair of socks, because if you're a mum, you'll know there is not a chance in hell of ever keeping socks on your baby. Although I have been recommended a good product called Sock-Ons, so I'm going to give them a try. I'll let you know. 1,000,000% take a muslin with you. Wherever you go, take a muslin. This one's from Jojo Mum and Baby, and obviously got a cute fox on it. Just got a handful of nappy bags, because when I change him, throw the nappy in, straight in the bin. Or sometimes we've had to do emergency changes in the back of the car, in the boot, and there's been nowhere to get rid of the nappy, so we have to bring it home. So nappy bag is a good idea. Also, sometimes we use reusable nappies. If you're doing that, you'll need to take out like a waterproof nappy bag that you can put the nappy in to bring it home. We are now in winter, so just a spare hat in case we forget to take one or in case it gets cold. This one is a bit girly, but I love it because it's a fox. Maybe it'll fit me. Right now we're going through teething, so I always take a teether. The one we've got on best with is Sophie La Giraffe. You can get smaller versions, but when he was newborn he used to like it anyway because of the dots squeak. So it's a good distraction. Also take a spare comforter because you can use it as a toy. If we forget to take one and he needs to nap, he uses this to soothe himself to sleep. So comforter. I told you there's no organisation to this, so now we're on to wet wipes. They should have been obviously with the nappies. So take a pack of wet wipes with you. I also take a singular wet wipe. I got a few of these when I was pregnant, you know, in the like 3 packs you get, because my other half has a habit of taking the wet wipes out of the bag and not putting them back in, and I don't want to be caught short without a wet wipe. Take some Milton sterilising wipes. They're really good in case you drop the dummy. I've never done it if the dummy's gone on the floor, but like if the dummy's like gone like in your clothes or something and you just want to give them a quick wipe, these are really good. Also, we haven't really gone anywhere because of lockdown, but if we were to say go out for a meal and we was going to put the baby in the high chair, I'd like anti-bac wipes just to give it a quick wipe down. Another spare pair of socks, and Kirsten is like me, he does normally wear odd socks. Because we're going through teething at the moment, A lot of dribble bibs, spare dribble bibs. Good for when you feed them, but also when you get to the teething stage, there will be a lot of dribble. Some spare bags, because I am that type of person that gets to the till and has to buy a bag every time. But not anymore, because I keep them in my changing bag. This is the one thing that's probably changed since he's got older. I only take one spare vest and one spare outfit with me, just in case there's any nappy leaks or in case he's sick, something like that. When he was smaller, I probably took a few more outfits just in case, because he was sick more often, or I still hadn't got the hang of doing the nappy upright, so we had quite a few leaks. So when they're younger, maybe take a few spare outfits, and then as you get older, just one or two. I also keep that in a bag just in case anything in the bag leaks. It's got a tiny bit of protection. When he was newborn, I also used to take a spare top for me in case he was sick on me. Could just quickly get changed. Take a spare blanket just in case we never know how cold it's going to be now it's winter, or just in case he's sick on his blanket. This I found, this is probably the cheapest thing I ever bought. I think it was about 99p from Wilkinson, but you can put a spare dummy in there. So I normally, when we leave, this is if you use Dummies, when we leave the house, he has a dummy in his mouth, and then I'll have a spare one in here. So if one ends up on the floor, you always have a spare one. Now he's older, because at the moment we still push him in his bassinet, like the pram bassinet. So if his dummy falls out, it just falls in the pram. It's not the end of the world. But we have just put him in the like sit up stroller bit. So I have visions that the dummy's gonna be lost in the park or wherever we go. So I am gonna get like a little dummy clip. But this has been really handy since he was newborn. Another muslin, just in case. That one can go over there. Nappy cream. We've really got on with the Panthen, and this is like a travel size. It's 30 grams. So we have the big 100-gram tubes at home, and then just take a smaller one out with us. Poor Kirsten has eczema, and so I need to try and put lotion on him every time we change him. So I just have a smaller version of what we use for when we're out and about. Then, this is the exciting bit, my little section in the bag. So if you can see, there's not that much space, is there? All that stuff I've shown you was in here, in this tiny little space. And then there's two little pockets at the back. So one is where I keep the nappy cream, just because you want to, if there's been like a poo explosion, you want to be able to get your nappy cream and his eczema cream. And then the other side is my little section. So I always take like a little travel perfume, spare lipstick, chewy gum, some paracetamol just in case. I did think about taking Calpol out with me, but we never seem to use it really, so don't bother. Spare hair bubble, because when I go out I wear my hair down quite a lot, and there's nothing worse. I've got really long hair, it's probably like down to here. It's nothing worse than, I find changing it when we're out quite stressful, or if we're at friends or family, I just find it a bit stressful. There is nothing worse than when you've got hair down to here and you're leaning over trying to change the baby, there's poo going everywhere. I've got a little boy, so he might decide to wee as I'm changing him. He's now at that stage where he wants to grab everything, so if he's grabbing my hair, it's nothing worse. So take a spare hair bubble. And because I'm really cool, I have a matching mask. Because we are in 2020 and we now have to wear a mask everywhere. These are really cool. My friend makes these. You can get matching if you want to be cool like me. Although I'm not really sure it goes with the green. And that's it. Then this has got a back pocket where we put the change-in mat. I take this as like a toy distraction. If you go out for a coffee or a meal and the baby wakes up, it's good to have something small that fits in your bag, but that can distract them. I don't actually use a handbag anymore. This is my handbag. I can't be bothered to take a changing bag, a spare bag for me. So it's got my purse, another little perfume, and that's it. Obviously I would take food with me, so I express my milk, so I would have some milk in a bottle, and it's got these on the side where you can put bottles. Obviously if I'm going to be out for a long day, I take my pump and take spare bottles with me, but that's normally in a separate bag, to be honest. Then you can either get disposable changing mats, or you can get like the reusable ones. So this one came with my other changing bag. It's Fox, it matches the pram. This is fine, easy to clean, folds up nice and small. I normally do take this one everywhere with me. And this is the one that comes with the Armani one. I do like this material better, because when you're out changing them, it can be cold in the changing rooms. So this is like nice material, and this is, you can just put it straight in the washing machine. But considering Armani, it was quite expensive, it did rip really easily, so not sure I'd recommend it. So I don't take that out, I always take this one. Have nearly lost it a few times, it's fallen out the bag. Had someone running after me, "Is this your changing mat?" Oops. With the Armani one, I also take hand sanitizer, because you know 2020. With the Armani one, we have got like a bottle bag that you clip onto it, which has got, I don't know what it's called, but it's like insulated inside, so it keeps the milk cool. That though always rubs up against the wheels and gets messy, so yeah, it's not the easiest to clean. This is our other bag, which I say it's smaller, but it's not actually that much smaller. The reason I use the Armani bag more is because I feel like it's more, what's the word, like my partner doesn't mind carrying this one, where this one has to go like on your shoulder. It looks a bit like a handbag. I mean, he does carry it if he has to, but I think the Armani one's more stylish for men. This one's got lots of secret compartments, so that's good. But what I like about this one better than the Armani one is it's got inside, you can slot the bottles in here, and it's got the insulated stuff to keep the milk cold. And this one seems to keep the milk a lot colder than the Armani one. So that's another tip, try and get a changing bag that your partner is happy to carry around. That's everything in my bag really, so I hope you found that helpful. Thanks for watching, Foxy and Cub. If you liked the video, please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe for more mum and baby content. We hope to see you on the next vlog. Bye!